Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football as we resume play in the second quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. A running play, it's Dowdle, and he'll get nothing out of that one. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shake it up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Oh.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll wind up yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on on the sack. Now it's third down. Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Justin Jefferson.
59 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They'll need a big play here while Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They're going to look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 41, here's second down and 8. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 3. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. There he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A second down throw for Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Carter in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up a throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Prescott now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Justin Jefferson.
30 yards.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in Newcastle, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is his touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Prescott.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Dances by him, and they'll bring him down to the 13. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball, few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combined for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played by one of the teams anyway.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Myles Garrett in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays harder to move.
Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets up to 16.
And not only is his defense getting a shot, but they're contributing points themselves. They have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Prescott now on 2nd down. That is complete on the diving effort. And he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll give you a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
2nd down, Prescott.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them, but after this one's done, you just feel like you get the post-game press conference. This team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long for Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
This is taken at the 18. Nice little jump. And there he goes again.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Be right back.
They win the toss in the first. Takes the ball out of Tom Brady's hands and puts it in Nick Foles' hands. And Foles goes right down the field. And the only play they really made in the whole game was they kept him out of the end zone with only 3 points. But you can see what was about to come. So, Tom Brady did in the fourth quarter what he has done 7 times in the Super Bowl in fourth quarters. He conducted.
If you can imagine your ideal way of working, what would it look like? Monday.com, make it your reality. With Monday.com, every business, no matter the industry or size, can simply work better. Monday.com has the expertise,
This is the player card. This is your development. Here are a player's motivations.
Bro, he kind of looks like Jinxie.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Eagles and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that weak secondaries take notice because you got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field.
And that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and a couple.
Now Jackson.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. third and short. They'll try option left. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Here's Jordan Stout now. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 83 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They're going to take this close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a first and 10. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, here's Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver one, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy in the perimeter.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, here's Edwards. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Jackson. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He's got his man, it's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
On target to his man, Likely.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Cook up the gut. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Edwards going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The escapability
Playing Madden.
and evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side of their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny
from 10 yards out. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's Huntley now. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Back to throw again.
Yeah.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st
I will.
and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So we have reached halftime in our...
Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, to the end zone and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's out quickly to Bateman.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Huntley to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll set up to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Looking to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
2nd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 30. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 6. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 2 yards to go, second down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
Just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin. Yikes.
I wonder.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Dafe always showing off the pass rush skills.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. On 1st down, it's Cunningham.
Jordan Davis
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw here. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Gets past one man. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards, the final tally. Cunningham to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I don't know that 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 fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On play action, they'll throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go.